graduated to the national team, and that was how you qualified for the first ever World Cup Ghana participated. Just talk us through briefly that qualification series to the 2006 World Cup.
Yeah, so that time they've played some couple of games, especially in the first round.
Yes.
I was invited the first game against Burkina Faso away game.
Okay.
But that time I've come down from holidays. I was playing in Russia.
Okay.
I've come down for holidays, and then the FA realized I'm in town. That's how come they came to my house and invited me that I should join the team.
And that's how they were inviting you people. They just come to your house and take.
Then I said to them, no, you cannot do that. You know, what if my team get to know that I'm on holidays and I'm now playing football? It's not nice. So do the right thing. So I was with the team, but I did not travel with the team to Burkina Faso.
Okay.
I did not go with the team. So I told them the next game they should do the right thing.
You think they should write to your club?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Invitation to the club,
Okay.
and the club
Okay.
will know. Okay. We release it.
Yeah.
Just imagine your club know that you
you are here,
and then seeing you playing
international football.
Yeah, it's not right. So, but the next game against Congo away, they did it. The invitation came in and I came. So that was my first game for the.
Was it the away game?
The away game against Congo.
Okay.
Which I had a good game as well. You know, it was. I think I assist for that goal.
Okay.
Samoa's goal that gave us 1-1 draw, and then against Burkina Faso, I was on the bench. I couldn't start it because the Doya changed his mind last minute, a day before the match prep, and he changed his mind, put me on the bench. We won the game. Went to South Africa, which is a very big game.
Yeah.
So that moment, after we beat Burkina, we were close to South Africa.
Yes.
So it's like they were leading us by 1 point. So we have to win. So after we beat them, then we came
at the top.
And then we have to play against.
I remember you played Uganda too.
Uganda.
At Baba Yara.
Yeah.
Yes. And then
after
Ghana won 2-0 or something.
Yeah. After South Africa, we play Uganda.
Yes.
And Uganda game, they told us, oh, if we beat Uganda, we've qualified.
It was 2-0. I remember.
After we beat Uganda, we were jubilating, and all of a sudden they told us, hey, we have to beat Cape Verde before we can qualify. So it was a tough moment, but we came through.
You went through and you beat Cape Verde 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0.
Yeah.
Cape Verde, we were not surprised that we're going to beat them, but we knew it's going to be tough for us. The reason is the pitch that we're going to meet, because you know that time we want to play good football. And that time Cape Verde did not invested well in their
game.
So we were scared that the pitch that we see will affect us. That's why we managed to score early goals and then silence them quickly.
Tell us about the discussions you had within the group as players. What were you telling yourselves?
Yeah, for us, we knew Ghana have been craving for the World Cup for a long time.
Yes.
We've had a lot of good group, but they couldn't qualify.
Yes.
We've been very close with Abedi Pele's group, but it did not happen. So after we beat South Africa, that's when we had the belief that, okay, we can do it. Because at the moment we are at the top, we have to win all the rest of the games.
Yeah.
We know if we win all the games, we are gone. So it's in our hands now. So for us, it gave us a lot of motivation, huge boost for us to qualify the nation, because we know Ghana is a football nation. Other North African countries have been there. Countries that we won the Nations Cup 3 times before they even came. They've been there several times. And even Nigeria was there. And you know Nigeria, Ghana.
When you use the word even, Nigeria.
Exactly. Nigeria was there. So that alone, we also have to be there.
Yes.
You know, so that gave us the motivation, and we know that we have to do everything possible to qualify. And I was very happy privileged to have a wonderful team around me. Because the love that we share. You know, I always say that we are not the best group Ghana have ever had, but we love each other. You know, we love each other. And you know,
how can people love each other like that?
Yeah, this is it. We've been friends before we even met in the national team. When you look at Michael Essien and Sule Mutare, they've been friends when they were playing for Liberty Professional.
Yes.
If you look at myself, Stephen Appiah, from childhood.
And you were the quartet.
Exactly. So you see the coordination.
I do recall was it some game like this? Was it against Congo or something? We're watching on black and white television. You gave a very long pass, diagonal pass to the other end of the pitch, and Stephen Pierre trapped the ball, and the whole place clapped. I do recall that.
It comes automatic, you know. So, like I said, if you love someone, everything you share with the person easily without thinking. So that's what our strength.
So, what kind of a leader was Stephen Pierre for this group?
Oh, he's someone that wanted everyone to be on the same platform.
Oh, okay.
You know, he doesn't own anything. You know, we have leaders that they'll be like, oh, I'm the leader.
I'm the leader. Yeah.
Stephen Pierre, he makes sure he gives responsibility to everyone.
Everyone on the pitch.
To own it. Even off the pitch. You won't see Stephen Pierre addressing the group. You won't see him addressing the group. He believes Essien can do it. He believes John Mason can do it. He believes I can do it. So most of the times, even calling management meeting is not part of it.
Really?
No, it's not part of it. We do that.
I see.
He'll be there, and then he will be there, and we will do it for him. Yes, that's Stephen Pierre for you.
Laryea Kingston speaking to us here on a Prime Take, and it's been quite an interesting conversation so far. I know one thing that got me laughing the most was the Chinchinga aspect. Because for you to grab the Chinchinga to go and buy Kinky shows that there was something somewhere. But Laryea, I will come to the Black Stars participation in the 2006 African Cup of Nations, where you and your mates were not able to have the best of tournament. But before that, tell us briefly, how did you get to Europe?
Yeah, so this is how I got to Europe. The agent, and I will not say it's an agent. The man that took me from Ghana is not an agent.
Oh, okay.
You know, after under 17 World Cup, most of my colleagues, they signed professional contracts.
Yeah, they're gone.
I did not get anything, even the U20s. Domenico Ricci tried to send me to Italy. Went to Venezia, playing for their youth. Yeah. Finished my medicals, everything. I have to sign, and Richie said I should come and play the U17, under 20 World Cup. Thinking after the 20 World Cup,
there will be a bigger offer.
Bigger offer. I came and things doesn't work well, and then Venezia too have signed another player. Oh. So I lost that opportunity. So I stayed in Ghana, playing in the Ghana Premier League. But this is what happened. I forgot about everything and then focused on my game, because I know at the right time I will have that opportunity again. So I moved from Olympics to Hearts of Oak, and that year I said to myself, I'll give everything out, and I believe with Hearts of Oak can push me in the
What was your career with Hearts of Oak like?
Yeah, it was very short, but the impact I did, the impact I made was huge. So that's how come Hearts of Oak fans embraced me. Yeah. My career with us was very short, because I played one full season with them, won the league with them. My second season, then I have a loan spell in Saudi Arabia. Okay. I went on loan, came back, and then I had a chance to go to Israel. So with me with Hearts season, it was just 2 seasons, I'm out of Hearts. But the impact I made was very huge.
And the Hearts of Oak fans adore that.
Exactly.
Now let's come back to the national team. 2006 African Cup of Nations. I don't know if you would like to recall what transpired in that tournament.
Oh yeah, it's part of my career, so I have to say it.
Okay, say it.
I don't like thinking about it, but...
Then say it.
Yeah, because...
I remember that opening game against Nigeria when we lost. Yeah. Needed to win against Senegal. Needed to win against Zimbabwe. All of a sudden, it never worked out. Tell us.
Yeah, but before then, most of us were frustrated.
Why?
Yeah, because our team wasn't the same team that
played the
qualifier. Yeah. Because in the qualifier, we have strong, solid team. Yeah. But if you can recall, before the Nations Cup in Egypt, yes, we've missed at least 3-4 key players. Yes. Jan was out. Michael Essien was out.
Suleiman Tari was out.
Yeah, Stephen Appiah
had an injury, but still he played.
He wasn't 100%.
Yes, yes.
You know, so for me, I felt the players that I'm used to, it's not the same. So already the frustration is there already, not only me, with all the management. So me, I wasn't surprised we did not perform in that tournament. Okay. And then also this incident happened against Senegal. Abibe, he punched me, I went down thinking I'm taking advantage of that situation, and then it hit back at me. So I was suspended for 3 games, served 1 against Zimbabwe.
2 more.
2 more in the tournament. But I believe the management then, they don't believe we can go through the group stages. So they feel if they put me in the squad, there's no point. But one thing they forget that not every player in the 23-man squad played. So at least they should do me the honors.
Do you have any regrets of that incident against Senegal?
Yes, of course. I should have run and go for water instead of coming to the scene. I should have run away and go and take water to drink, to cool myself down. But hey, we are a team. It's a team sport. We all have to help each other.
The incident has nothing to do with you?
No, it had nothing to do with me. It was a very bad tackle on Stephen Appiah. And as usual, players will react immediately. And I was the last person that got close to the scene. So it's like players pushing each other, stopping each other, and then Abibe hit me on the chest. But it's not a punch that will take me down, but I want to take advantage on the situation. So I dropped down, and then boom. They said stimulation or something. It's not a point that can take me down. And I got suspended.
And that denied an opportunity of playing at the World Cup?
Yes, that's what happened. And 3 games, 2 to go, Ghana not believing they will go to the next round, so there's no point of me being part of the team.
But do you know if the FA appealed that decision of the red card?
No, they did not. Because I quite remember after the incident, I was chasing them to do it. I was chasing them to do it. But you know, 24 hours, you should do it before 24 hours passed. But eventually, the 24 hours passed without them doing anything. I was pushing them to follow up, at least to reduce the ban, but it did not happen.
I spoke to the former GFA president on this very show, and he said that they filed the appeal, but it was filed out of time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't see the appeal being filed, but
because
if it says so, then we have to believe.
Yeah, because he told me that it was Alex Asante who brought it.
Okay.
And then he was in a room with the former Deputy Sports Minister, Obi Amwa, plus another official of the FA that I know.
Okay.
But he said, okay, Alex, you give it to him to file the appeal. So they went on to do other stuff. When they came back to ask me whether he has filed the appeal, he had forgotten
to file the appeal. You have forgotten, right? Oh, okay. But that's human error. It's part of the game.
But a human error denied you an opportunity to play at the biggest stage in world football.
Yes, I know, but that's life, you know. It's life. You never know. Maybe if I'm in the World Cup, I won't be sitting here now.
Briefly, the 2010 World Cup that you were dropped was a surprising thing that anyone anywhere could have thought of.
Yeah, that's what killed me. It killed me because in my mind, I've made my mind that after that tournament, I'm done with the national team. That's going to be my last tournament or my last game in the national team because I believe I was aging and I believe I need energy to focus on my football club career because I know I've done a lot for the national team. So after that tournament, I've achieved everything that I want to achieve as a player, the World Cup. And let me focus with this little energy that I have. Let me focus on my football club career. So that was the mind. And also, my contract was running out with Hearts.
Yes.
6 months in my contract. They were offering me a contract, but they want a pay cut.
Yes.
Because their budget has dropped. So they want me to take half. And I'm thinking, if I go to the World Cup, one game in the World Cup can raise my budget up again. So I was waiting to go to the World Cup and then make a better offer. I was dropped, came back, and that contract did not come again.
You were demoralized, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I was. At some point, my wife had to follow me everywhere in the house. When I moved from France, from France to Scotland, my wife had to follow me everywhere. I go upstairs, she's there. I want to go out.
Were you depressed or something?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it took me time to go over it because I felt that's the last moment. At that moment, I felt, okay, it's over. With the World Cup, for me, it's over. Because the next 4 years will be 2014. 2014, I've retired already.
What did the coaches say? What explanation did the coaches say for dropping you?
For him, there's not tangible reason, but the only thing he said to me was, because my question to him was, what was the criteria you used to pick? Because you have to look at players who are playing regular, doing well in their clubs. And that time I was the key player in us. Talk about the qualifier, I was key player in the team.
Yeah.
But I know the coach maybe he took me out because of different reasons. Because of different reasons, but not talking about performance.
And what would have been that reason?
I don't know. I'm still waiting to find the answers. I'm still waiting to find someone that will come and tell me because of this you were dropped. Because looking at the squad that we have, 23, there's no way you tell me I cannot make into the 23-man squad. And he said, okay. The other thing that he said was, you remember there was a Nations Cup?
Yes.
Before?
The 2010 Nations Cup in Angola.
Angola. He said most of the senior players caused problems because they were not starting the game. And he is thinking, he has so much respect for me to be on the bench. So the best thing for me to be out of the squad.
But he took Steven.
He took Steven, yes, exactly.
So that's the question. That explanation cannot suffice.
That's the question.
What was your reaction when he told you were not going to be part of that squad?
I was disappointed. I was disappointed. And I quite remember the management were addressing me that, oh, there are more games. You know, the normal...
Yeah, more opportunities to come.
Yeah, more opportunities. I said, no, I'm not a small boy anymore. 2014, no way. 2014, no way.
Did you bang a door on them?
Yes, I did. I did. I was shattered. At that moment, I was like, I don't see myself doing anything else. Like, I don't know what was going on. And you know, when you talk about this situation, trust me, my walk to that meeting room, I could have died on the way. Because it was like 10 p.m. in the evening. That's when they called me a meeting. And automatically my mind was telling me, no, there is something wrong. I got in and I saw like a bunch of people there in the room.
Who was in the meeting?
Oh, I can remember about 4 or 5 of them. 4 or 5 of them.
The coach?
The coach,
the FA president.
Former president, Nyantichi, Fred Papu, and I think other 2 or 3 guys in the room. And they told me, when they started saying...
Okay, let me share one interesting story with you. And this story, I got it from both Kwesi Nyantichi and Fred Papu. Apparently, they had all argued why you should be at the tournament. And Milo gave them the list and told them to take out the player they want to take out and replace you. And none of them could do it for him.
So what was his reason for not taking me? What was Milo's reason? That's what I want to ask.
Well, so I cannot speak for them.
Yeah.
But based on what they told me, because this is on record, based on what they told me, Milo had suggested that if you were going to play, you were going to play through the right.
Yeah.
And the only place he could find a place for you was in the middle. In the right, he said he had Nkum and John Pencil for the right.
Fullback.
Well,
right fullback and then, right?
No. If you're going to play the right side.
And all those players, sorry to cut you, all those players you've mentioned, they are right fullbacks. But they are not wingers.
And even in the tournament, he used Nkum.
And you see what happened?
Maybe he needed someone who could cover up for John Pencil.
Come on.
Yeah, okay, you're a coach. So some of these things you can appreciate.
Come on. Right fullback and right winger are different things.
Okay, so
the quality that I have, that's what I've used to help him, Milo, to achieve a lot of games, to win a lot of games. It should come out clean and say, okay. Because
this explanation came from Fred Papu and then
Milo should come out clean and tell Ghanaians that he want me to sign with his agent, and I did turn it down.
Milo asked you to sign for his agent and you refused?
Yes. from what you are telling me that he gave the list to them, okay, to the management and said, okay, remove anyone from it and put me in. That shows that he had something against me. Because he offered me for his agent, and I turned it down.
Did you tell the FA this?
No.
Why?
No, I didn't.
Why did you not tell them?
I felt it's not necessary. It's between me and him. But for what you are telling me now, that he gave the list to the management and told them to take whoever they should take out. You can't tell me that 23-man squad you took to the tournament. I cannot fit into that system. No chance. No chance.
No, I'm quite surprised to hear this. So are you suggesting that most of the players that Milo accepted to go to the World Cup with them, some of them agreed to sign for his agent?
Most of them, especially the younger ones that made the team. If you go check the background, they signed with Milo's agent. Yes.
Most of those players signed.
Yeah.
Like how many?
Oh, a lot. Especially the younger ones that came through. Especially the younger ones.
Okay, because if you talk about the younger ones, I can talk of Nkrumah, I can talk of Jonathan Mensah, Andrea Ayew, Dominic Adia.
Yes. All those boys, they were Milo's agent. I forget his name. I met them in Egypt. Myself, Milo, and him met them in Egypt. He was talking about Blackburn deal. So I have to sign with them. All I did was give my agent's number, talk to my agent, that's it. They never got back to me. So it looks like, for what you are telling me today, made me understand that, okay, then he had problem with me. So when you look at it, he's not thinking about the nation, he's not thinking about what he can do with the squad that he have. He's thinking about what he can achieve.
If you've just joined us, we are still speaking to Laryea Kingston, a former Black Stars player, a former Hearts of Oak player, a former Hearts, I mean the Hearts in Scotland, not the Hearts you know, player. And he's a man who also played for Hearts of Oak Rivals, played for Olympics. That's where his career actually began. He's been sharing with us his story, how he got to the football space, how he started out as a boxer. Now we're talking about his national team career, where he wanted to play the World Cup, something that never happened. Laryea Kingston, you mentioned something that is quite interesting, that you did admit that when you were told that you were not going to the World Cup 2010, you banged the door on the people who invited you to the meeting. But one thing too that others have also argued was that, just like you personally mentioned, you knew you were aging and 2010 World Cup was supposed to be like, how should I put it, your swan song to the national team. There are others who have also said that Milo did something when the team was camping in France. He decided to play the younger players against the senior players so that he could select his team. And that probably also influenced his decision on who to go to the World Cup and who not to go. And not your position that because he wanted you to sign for his agent, that's why he didn't take you to the tournament.
Yeah, I quite remember the training camp that we went.
Yes.
We did not even train. All we did is advert for Puma, left, right, center. The only time that we went on the football pitch proper for us to have football boots to go and train is when we got there. After warm-up, then he divided the team into two. And it showed clearly that you can see the younger players on one side and the older players on one side. Yes. But you cannot stand on that one training game.
But the younger players beat the senior players. I hear was it 4-1 or 5-1?
Yeah, but it's in training. It can happen to be like most of the senior players. We go into the World Cup, it's training. You have to be careful. Take it easy. You cannot stand on one game to pick your final 23. No, he's already made his mind already. It should be, I'm a technical person. I should be very transparent enough for Ghanaians. If I'm being picked as a national coach, I'll be very transparent to Ghanaians that, and I will justify each and every, explain why this player is there, this player is not there. I will not hide behind anything. With him, I think he has something more than,
on a hindsight,
more than using that one training game to make the 23-man squad.
On a hindsight, Laryea, do you think you should have reported this incident to the management of the FA that Milo wants you to sign for his agency and you are refusing to do it? On a hindsight, do you think you should have reported?
For me, I believe that time I should be more professional to keep it on for myself and then for Milo himself. You understand me? I don't want...
No, but as someone who has the interest of the nation at heart, you cannot allow someone, a Serbian to be that, for that matter, who was being paid with the taxpayers' money,
but that moment,
doing business with the national team at the expense of the state. So as someone who had the interest of the state at heart, you should have told the leadership of the FA, this is what your coach is doing.
I quite remember before leaving the room, if the management will recollect, before I banged the door, the only thing I said to Milo is, he should finish his business and then get out of my country.
You told Milo to finish his business and get out of his country?
Get out of my country. So that time, I said it.
You shouldn't have waited for him to finish his business.
But that time, he's the boss. He's decided he's taking me out of the team already. So when I was leaving, if the management will testify, this is the right words I said to him. Finish doing your business and go away from my country. That's what I said to him. That's the exact words I said to me. And then went and then banged the door. I was fuming that time because it was very difficult for me. It was very tough for me. And me, I'm very honest. I say it as it is. I was very honest. I showed everybody around the team that no, I was really hurt.
Do you sometimes feel that you were never destined to play at the World Cup?
Now I would say yes, because my career is over. But I still believe I can be there as different positions.
Maybe as a coach or something?
Yes, of course. So far as I'm in the game, I've not given up. I have to enjoy that thing. I have to feel it.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that coaching. We'll get to that coaching bit. Before the 2010 World Cup, I remember there was the African Cup of Nations we hosted. Unfortunately, we couldn't win it. Why? You were part of that team. I remember that quarterfinal game against Nigeria when you and Aminu Dramane came in and changed the complexion of that game. Yeah. And Ghana won 2-1. Tell us, how disappointing was it that if we could not win? I remember that semi-final against Cameroon. Trust me, I didn't eat my food.
Again, when you look at that squad, the team that we started the tournament with, you can see the telepathy in the team. Yes. That particular game, we miss who? John Mensah. Who have been the pillar of the back. Then they have to move Michael Essien to the back. You're talking of a player that have played number 6 position for over 50 games. Yes. And now you move him to the center back. So when you look at where the deep pass from Eto'o went, it was the
from Eto'o to Nkong. Yes.
It was the space that Michael Essien left because he's played midfield for a long time. Yes. If you have John Mensah there, he will stay. He won't go because he played midfield for a long time. He gets excited and then try to leave and go in the middle. So small details affect us because we were in top form.
Yes.
That year, the whole Africa is only Ghana and Ivory Coast.
Yeah, I remember Ghana was ranked around number 8 in the world or something.
Ghana, Ivory Coast.
14. Yeah, Ghana was ranked 14 in the world. Yes.
Ghana, Ivory Coast. So everyone was predicting in the final, Ghana, Ivory Coast in the final. And we met in the 3rd place. And
you beat them handsomely.
Yes. We were waiting for it. We were waiting for it.
I recall that so well. Yeah. But
and the build up to the Nations Cup, we had a tournament here. I was in crazy form.
The 4-nation tournament.
I was in crazy form.
I remember that free kick he scored.
You see, I was in crazy. So I was building myself slowly to the 2010 World Cup. I was building myself slowly. And when we went to France, even before we went to France, the kind of preparation I did, I came into the country very early. Can you imagine every day before we moved to Paris, I would drive to Jamestown, leave my car, my brother would be driving behind me, I would jog from Jamestown to Ramada Beach, Nungwa, every day. And I did that for 5 days. At some point, middle of the night, 4 or 5 a.m., Kopna, you will have to see me. And then the next morning you called me, hey, I was jogging, trying to be fit. Because I know this is the last one. This is the last one. And someone took it away from you? No. Someone took it away from you? No.
Do you regret working with Milo?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes. Because there is a saying that coaches can make you and break you. And I think Milo broke me. He broke me, he did.
Coaches can make or break you, and Milo broke Laryea Kingston.
Yes.
I'm going very quick to your career as a coach now, and you touch on me briefly with your coaching career and all that. But as a technical person now, the 2008 African Cup of Nations, we went to the tournament with a half-fit Sheila Liyasu. Was it a wrong decision to do? Because he was supposed to be the backup for John Mensah.
John Mensah. Yeah, but if the player is not fit, then he's not supposed to be there. For me, I think it's a bad decision that we made. But then again, the player himself have to be very honest and tell, because doctors will check you. They will see, they will check, by the end of the day, you are the last person that will say, okay, I can do it or I can't.
Okay.
I can't do it. One typical example, in 2008, I was also injured. That my club have written me off.
Yes.
So
I remember you played some of the matches from the bench.
Ankle ligament.
Yes.
I was supposed to miss the tournament.
Yes.
But I recovered very fast. So I went to camp with crutches. But as I stayed in camp, treatment progresses, I can see that my ankle is becoming stronger. I started a tournament. So
did you miss Stephen Appiah?
Oh yeah, of course, definitely. His presence in that tournament will help a lot. Will help us go a long way. Will help us. We missed him. We missed him a lot.